seconds, max.
I got 2 minutes.
Meeting's over.
Yeah, we gotta go home at 7 o'clock. We don't
Tony's
get an
got
hour.
3 meetings tonight, so.
I do.
5:59.
Is that why he's so dressed up?
I pay with skin of deer.
Dressed like that?
Well, it's undercover.
Like I said, Tony's always confused.
April, there's some things you just don't wanna know.
You're probably.
I actually have work clothes on today. My wife had me on my hands and knees scrubbing floors.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Hey, swear to God. I got blisters.
Well, Tony's clock says 6.
Go.
Could we all rise, please? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Andrew. Whoop.
Roll call.
He's getting it here, he wants to go.
Tom,
Here.
Alleen. Here. April.
Here.
Max.
Here.
Sherry. Here. Justin is absent. And Tony.
Here.
Okay. Under public comment, does any citizen want to say anything? Ben?
That's what I'm
You
here
have something
for.
to say?
So I run on the Greenup ambulance, and I've been told the past month that I can't run on the ambulance unless I'm vaccinated or tested. Okay. I look around this room, the vaccination does nothing except for help your immune system. You can still carry it. So where's all your guys' masks that is mandated by the state for you to wear indoors? You ain't wearing them. So why are you trying to force your rules, because they're not laws, on us? Okay. OSHA just put out a thing to try to mandate it all. Medicare and Medicaid just put out a thing to mandate everything, which all the states just went and sued the Biden administration, OSHA, and CMS, and won their cause today. So OSHA had to suspend their mandates for vaccination against the public, or against the workforce. And I think it's wrong. I wear my mask when I'm on the ambulance. I do my job. I've been out here in the force for 18 months in front of this. I haven't been sick once. Okay? The mask has been proven not to work to start with. So why are we even wearing them? Because we should be all fitted for N95s on the ambulance, and not a single person is. That's the only thing that's good and protected. So if you're going to kick me from doing my job, everybody on that ambulance needs to be taken off, because they're not following the guidelines either. Secondly, where's the policy? Where's the handbook policy? I've never received on the ambulance service stating that we have to follow this stuff.
We're following the rules of the federal government and only the Department of Public Health of what we're supposed to be doing.
No, the federal, go through the federal government. That is untrue. Go do your research. I have. That's why all these cases in the hospitals are being sued and winning. These people are winning against their jobs because it's illegal for that to happen.
Well, our ambulance service is a volunteer service.
Absolutely.
And if you wish to volunteer to be on an ambulance, one of the requirements is that you be tested.
So where's my right on that ambulance when a patient doesn't tell me that they have AIDS or hepatitis C and we get poked? Happened in my family a year ago.
I've been there too.
So where's my protection there? Because, you guys claim that you have the right to know, but if you don't tell me when I'm treating you on the ambulance and we get poked, where's my right?
In the years I've been on the ambulance service, there's been times I've been exposed to a lot of things, and didn't find out till days later or hours later.
Exactly.
I mean, but as part of the requirements of IDPH, the EMS personnel or
They can't hold it.
we're just going on advice of our
We're going off the advice of our attorneys.
They can't hold it. It's illegal.
Ben, is that all you got?
Yep.
Thank you for your comment. Anybody else? Michael, do you have anything?
No.
Again, Ben, thank you for your public
I
comment.
had nothing better to do.
Okay, motion to enter executive session to discuss personnel, appointment, employment compensation, section 2C1, and purchase of real estate property, section 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act.
I'll move it.
Second.
Aline?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yeah.
Sherry?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I just missed getting that.
Where'd the minutes go?
Where they put it?
They put it in there because they get ready for the Christmas tree.
I thought they was gonna put that in the thing.
Yeah, I was just told to move the bench, I don't know.
Just move the bench.
I moved the bench, that's what I was told to do.
What other color go?
Ben, I don't know, give me my slide.
They went that way, probably went home. Or back to the bowling alley, one too. Well, I don't like driving to Toledo every day, but, or every week, but I do. Get my nose swabbed, so. Yeah, I walked in there, she was looking at that furnace waiting on it to kick on, and told me that something was wrong with it. I looked up there, on the back of it, wrapped up in the fan, a big gold shiny balloon, and I'm like, well, that is what's the matter with it.
Nice.
Yeah. I was going to read the ladder, but I've been dizzy all afternoon. I don't know why. Big part of it's I haven't eaten enough today.
Oh, I did. I had Steve, me and Steve went to Chancellor for dinner, and then Jessie called me, she said, you want to meet me at Chancellor? I'm like, sure. I had pretzels for supper.
I had, what little was left over of the pork chop, a few green beans and potatoes for lunch. That's all I've had since lunch. The wife got me a Jimmy John's sandwich, but it's sitting at home waiting for me.
What are you doing there?
Tony sent me a text asking if I could make it to the meeting. I was like, yes. I don't know if it was because of that, maybe something was gonna go on with it, maybe I could put my 2 cents worth in. Or what, I don't
Well,
know.
you can stay and put my 2 cents in, what I'm gonna do, and I'll go home.
I went right ahead free this week.
I wear a seatbelt, actually. You're like, we didn't park the tractor on the line. Get on the key that shut down. And that one, probably not gonna get done till spring. You know, that one there, I just want in case something does happen, but wait until December.
What's personnel over? The girl they're hiring?
I think so.
Why
The
did
Robin
that
Edwards.
girl apply and then turn it down?
So what exactly is the Stacey Carl Foundation?
I have no idea. If somebody just now started, I guess. Do you know?
They started a foundation to keep the memory of him going, and they're gonna, my understanding is have scholarships come out of that. So,
Evapco started it, or,
I'm not really sure who's.
cause he still works for Evapco, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think the family started it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about it. That's deer season weekend, so I'll be here. And I don't run, so. You see me running, you better find out what's chasing me.
Well, I asked Wes if he wanted to sign up for it, and he said no. He hasn't ran it for quite a while in a race. But he had a hernia surgery, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, and his mesh has shrunk and moved. So,
He needs to call one of them things on TV.
well, he went to the doctor, and the doctor gave him exercise to stretch it back out. And he's always had pain with it. Told him, I said, you better go back to the fucking doctor, because I think you got one of those meshes that were messed up. Of course, he didn't do it.
So,
Typical man.
I'm curious, the special service district, are they gonna do that with the county like what you guys are? That would be fine.
And all I got to say is county better treat him the same way they did us. That's
You
all I
mean a
got to
complete
say.
clusterfuck? I guarantee it will be.
It better be.
Why would you do that?
What'd you do?
They never gets that.
Get all of it?
No, he got lucky. I thought he put his shirt through it.
Feet all down on my back. It was your like.
Oh, it will be.
I hope so. I feel sorry for him, but they better do the same thing they
They
do to
apparently
us.
never watched the first videos I did of that special service meeting.
Jesus. It was horrible. What did you do? Oh, I thought you were leaving talking.
Committee meeting.
The 24th.
You done?
We're excited. Wow.
Wow.
That's been done.
Oh, really?
She's not here, you gotta have fast one.
It's because our attorney was here, they kept us all in line, didn't Short and sweet.
Michael says he'll tell you how to respond.
No action was taken in executive. Whoop.
Roll call.
He's in a hurry tonight.
Yeah.
Alleen? Here. April?
Here.
Max?
Here.
Sherry?
Second,
Justin's
yeah.
absent. Tony?
He just
You
wants.
scare me. Okay, no action was taken in executive session. Okay, the Stacey Carl Foundation. We need a motion to closure of 100 block of South Kentucky Street on Sunday, December 5th, 2021 for the 5K and fun run. Would somebody make that motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
What's your motion?
I'll make the motion to close the 100 block of South Kentucky Street on Sunday, December 5th, 2021 for the 5K and fun run.
Alleen?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
Justin's absent. Tony?
Yes.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda, they've created a Stacey Carl Foundation in memory of Stacey. Would somebody like to make a motion to make a contribution?
But
To that.
what's the purpose of this?
The way I understand it's for the children.
Okay.
Those, like toys?
It's
No,
gonna,
no.
it's going to be for the, youth wrestling and youth football. From the way I understand, if some kid cannot pay for, you know, the fee, or maybe need shoes or something like that, it's going to be,
They're gonna use it in that form.
yeah.
They'll have to make a request, and then they're also gonna use some of it for scholarships.
Yes.
So, and, Village of Greenup, I sent a wreath, you know, for his visitation and, for the funeral to be sent to Monica, but that's as far as we did. And I thought, you know, maybe you guys might want the village to contribute more, since he was our previous mayor, and go that, and I just thought this would be the way to do it, is to put it toward the foundation.
Yeah, and Santa Claus.
For,
And,
yes, he played Santa Claus.
Yes.
And
It's gonna be a wonderful
For-
Oh,
foundation.
yeah, I just saw the purpose of what.
Right.
I've been even asked about all week and but
Get
it's
on
gonna be off,
Facebook,
so.
Tony.
I think that'd be a great thing.
So would somebody like to make a motion?
How much are we gonna, do we need to decide how much we're gonna donate?
That's up to you guys.
That's why she put me over here talking.
Talk to me instead of, is there past precedent that has been set? Okay.
Is there a board of directors for this?
I think eventually there is going to be, but right now it is basically Monica and the two kids who are spearheading this, trying to get it all going.
Well, are we looking at 500 or
That's kind of what I had in mind.
500?
I move that we donate $500 to the Stacey Carl Foundation.
I'll second.
Very good cause.
Aline?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Okay, I need a motion to approve to hire Robin Edwards as the new secretary.
I will make a motion to hire Robin Edwards as the new secretary.
I'll second.
Aline?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
And Tony?
Yes.
Okay, we need to have a discussion regarding the establishment of an ambulance service, special service district.
I thought we already did that. Did we not?
Eric,
No,
would
we
you?
talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
We'll let
okay.
Eric talk about this.
Gotcha.
Well,
Perfect.
there's different directions you can go with this, so
Okay.
I think, you know, the first decision you need to make is really what do you wanna do with your ambulance service? From my understanding right now, it's run by the village. You collect monies for the services, but it's something that the village may or may not want to engage in anymore. Generally speaking, if you're not going to run it yourself, you'll set up your own district. And that's done by a referendum, so you literally have to put it on the next ballot, a referendum to set up an ambulance district. Which is a great thing, because then you're able to levy a tax for it, so you have money coming in, so it can be supported. Generally, you do it through your own fire department, so you have your fire district, your ambulance district will match it up. It doesn't necessarily mean, and I think this is where it gets a little complicated, your fire district may not want to participate or run it, and they don't necessarily have to. You have some different ways to do it.
Thank you.
I'm looking right at them. You know, there are options. Obviously, the fire department can work it. It can run by itself, or you can even outsource it to somebody else. So you have tax money coming in, and then you can outsource it to a private company. So there's options out there. You know, there's even options so far as going through the county, but I don't know that that's a real viable option at this point. So I think keep it in-house, if you will. with a referendum to the district itself. So my suggestion to you is that, you know, if you're in agreement that it's something that you wanna look into, maybe get with the fire district, talk to them, get their thoughts on it. I believe Tony has some experience in that arena as well, and get a feeling for what the fire district is thinking, what you're thinking, and then I can advise you accordingly. You know, right now, it's kind of hard to say, this is the best recommendation, because I don't know where you wanna go, but it seems to me that the best idea would be to get a district, levy a tax for it, so that you have money coming in, and the village isn't funding it out of their general fund, or shortages won't come out of your general fund.
And I think that was it. It's not that we don't want to, it's gonna get to the point where it's not gonna be viable for us to do it anymore. With the way hiring paramedics and everything is starting to get, starting to get expensive, so. Yeah.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, didn't Arcola Fire District start their ambulance and then they turn around and contract it out to Great Lakes?
Yes.
So I don't know what the arrangement, I haven't talked to anybody up there, but that's just what I've seen on media, you know, where they contracted it out. You know, I mean, even if we put the money up, there's still no guarantee we're gonna keep people fill seats.
Right.
And that's where the problem is, it's not the money, it's just finding people to fill the seats, you know, and it takes a lot of money to do that. You know, and with what we're proposing, we kicked around the number of 45,000, you know, for an employee plus benefits, but there's no guarantee that's gonna attract anybody. I mean, so if we set up a district, have the money, but we don't know people, we're still in the same boat we are right now. Right? So I mean, it's a real, it's a problem either way we look at it, you know.
And
Now,
not
if
just
this
here.
would go fire
Yeah, not just
district,
here,
Yeah.
Michael, I think you'd qualify for more grant money with the fire department. Is that correct?
You would if you stayed up on everything. And that would require a full-time fire chief to be able to stay up on everything, to be able to, so then you're spending more money just to apply for more grant money that you may or may not get. Because there's no way a volunteer fire chief can keep up with everything that needs to
I
be.
know.
You're gonna be retiring.
Yeah, you're retiring, just, well, we can get your notes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Johnny would be thrilled.
I already did my turn. I would, but I already retired.
Okay, is that all we got on that?
Well,
Is
we
that
need
fine,
to
understand?
decide what we're gonna do. I mean, do we wanna?
I think we ought to meet with the fire committee.
Yeah, have a joint, could the two boards meet jointly, like next month?
Okay, or just a committee, or?
Just the committee.
Or a committee would be fine, wouldn't it, Eric? Sure. Absolutely.
Now, Michael, could the committee,
Come to our board meeting.
yeah, but at the same time as our board meeting here?
We could change it. We could move it. I'll check with them.
Okay, yeah, why don't you see what you can work out with them, but, you know, we just can't meet on first Monday, at the same time as our board meeting here.
Yeah, I'll check with them, see if they wanna move it to maybe Tuesday, and then committee could meet with them.
We'd appreciate it, that'd work.
Yeah, all options on the table, but I'm very concerned that if we put it out there, we still ain't got nobody to take a seat. You know, that's the problem.
Well, that is the problem. Not just here, it's everywhere. I mean,
That's right, it's everywhere.
you got
gotta
full-time
start somewhere.
services.
You know, there's no good answer. I mean, we've enjoyed a very good atmosphere the last 4 years. I mean, and we've had per acre honeymoon, like Mike said. Honeymoon good.
Okay, so you're gonna set up a meeting, Michael, and we'll go from there. Okay, next on the agenda is the Water Committee report from November 4th, 2021, meeting held, motion, and approval of the committee's recommendation regarding water line at Scott's Building Center. Tony, I believe that's you.
That's me.
I'm sorry, April.
That's okay. We had a committee meeting and we discussed, Scott's Building Center requested that the meter, now, Mike, if I say anything wrong, please correct me, because you're more versed on this than I am. They requested that we move the water meter on the other side of the parking lot. And so the utility department moved the water meter. And then to tap into the line, there were two options. The village could either cut the road, which would take approximately a day, which would involve locating and moving the other lines. Which the village has the materials and the utility department could do the work. We'd have to asphalt the road after the work was done. And Michael, did you ever figure out a cost on that
No,
for
I
me?
didn't.
Okay, that's fine. The other option would be to bore under Scott's parking lot to tap into the hook into the water line. That would not entail cutting the road. We would not have to move lines or any of that. And the approximate cost would be $1,600. We had a discussion with input from Steve and Michael Ryder. And then Mike, what did you tell us about, what did Steve bring to our attention about if we put it under the road?
If we put it under the road, we were gonna have to dig around fiber lines and telephone lines on the south side. Scott's actually paid the price to bore under their parking lot on their own. So that wasn't really an option for us, it was just what they decided to do.
Right.
So,
So as a committee, we recommended that we split the cost with Scott's, to bore into the parking lot. And they would pay 2/3 and the cost of the village would be 1/3 of the cost, so. And I called Matthew and asked him to come to the meeting, but obviously he wasn't able to make it, so.
My thoughts would be 1/3 of the cost is probably less than we'd had in it.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Cutting across that road, closing the road,
Well, yeah,
taking a chance cutting the fiber cable.
they were kinda wanting us to pay half, but we came up with the third, 2/3, and
Aline came up with that, it was a brilliant idea. She says, do we have to pay half? And I'm like, no, she goes, how about 1/3? I'm like, that's a good idea. So, yeah.
Would somebody like to make a motion on that?
I'll make a motion that we pay 1/3 of the cost of boring for the water line under the parking lot of Scott's.
I'll second it.
And they need to produce the documentation, if that's what it costs.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
She's out there in the little
Oh.
lobby thing.
She can't stand very long because of her knee.
No, you're,
Do we have a second?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Aline,
Yes.
April,
Yes.
Max?
Yep.
Sherry?
Yes.
Justin's absent. Tony?
Yes.
Okay, repair of water line at 110 North Houghton Highway, Jumpin' Jimmy's. Board motion and approval regarding repair. Michael?
and we got a quotation from Shelter Supplies here. We have a 6-inch cast water main going under 130 out by Jumpin' Jimmy's. The mechanical joint has rusted completely in half. It is starting to leak. It's not blowing yet, but it's going to before too long. We need to get that valve shut off on each side so we can terminate that line. Tony's supposed to be looking at some maps too about some water lines.
Yeah, we need to get pull all
But
that, look at that.
if we can isolate that on either side, it is looped out there, so we do not have to have that line under 130. Everything else has been plastic through there, so we can abandon that line once we shut it off.
So we won't have to bore. Good.
That seems like a lot of money though, but.
Is this something the city can do?
No,
The workers, you guys, why can't you guys do
we
this?
can't insert a valve on a live line. The cost here is $59.95 each. On this hydrant, when you guys voted for the water hydrant over here,
Mhm.
it was to put one of these in. We ended up finding a valve, so we did not have to use that. So one of them's already been approved. If we just wanna approve another one, we can get it done. See what I'm saying?
So we've already got the valve, we just did labor having to pay them.
Yep.
Yeah, $6,000.
Coming up, yep.
That's a lot of money, but.
Well, the IMCO is the other company that does it, and I think we had them in here, it was around 9,000 for the last one. Their price.
It does sound like a lot of money, but if it blows and washes out Route 130, it's gonna cost us a lot.
Yeah,
You were out there that day, you seen
Yeah, I know.
what it is.
So would somebody like to make a motion on that? Sounds like we gotta do it.
So just to purchase one, right?
Your cost would be basically $59.95, because if that's the way you wanna do it, if you wanna look at it that way, we've already got one approved, so.
So the total cost here $11,990, that's,
Not
half of
right.
that.
It
It's
will be
just-
total, yes,
That's total?
but one of them was already approved.
Just has to be
Just for a
marked.
different line.
Yeah, we just got,
I
buy
see.
one more valve.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to purchase the 6-inch easy valve from Shelter Supply for $59.95.
And they'll be the ones doing the work, or?
We have to dig it up and they will come in and, do everything and then we back it up. But if you go out there, you'll see water in the ditch already. So.
Thanks, Ron. It's gonna be cold, you guys got to that hole.
Yeah, if it's under the road, it might be more than that. So.
Right. Need a second.
I'll second. Oh, whichever one.
I'll put down Sherry. Alan?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. Tony?
Yes.
Okay, next on the agenda is Donna Glenn at 215 West Cumberland Street, requesting a handicapped sidewalk. Board motion and approval. Sherry, would you like to speak on that?
I went up and looked at that with Tom, last week, and I know it's been looked at before, and, the state was supposed to come in and do repairs to the road, but that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, this is going on 6 years now.
And, it seems to be the only place that doesn't have handicap accessible. I think, I think we need to get that repaired for her, get that done.
Excuse my ignorance, but what's an ADA now?
It's the thing on the sidewalk that you have to have now, it's got the bumps.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like a reddish color, sand color.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And we got a quote here to do that for $3,400 from Fusting Concrete.
And that also includes putting
A
the
sidewalk,
sidewalk where there's a crosswalk and
Right.
across to a curb.
Yes.
Which needs to be.
Why does it say no concrete?
that needs to be replaced
We
too.
pay for the concrete.
Okay.
We haven't accounted minimum
Gotcha.
concrete.
Okay.
That saves us on tax.
Gotcha.
And we don't have to have the middleman markup. So.
Right.
I was-
But we have, the village of Greenup will have to cut away the sidewalk to
Yes.
repair that, correct?
Right.
Or what?
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that?
Is that worth cutting it?
yeah, you're cutting it.
You gonna tell me where to cut it?
Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there. Then you guys will dig it out.
And I don't know when it's gonna get done, cause I'm still waiting on him to get the other project
Yeah,
done.
that's gotta be
on
done.
Main Street,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I would guarantee when this is gonna be done,
Yeah,
but, you know, if you approve it, it will be done, so.
yeah.
We fight with the
Yeah,
weather. every
because I
day.
had people, had a guy a couple of weeks ago, up there on the sidewalk,
Uh-huh.
all over the road. You know, and I'm not liable for any of that. You guys are, so.
Yeah. Okay, so could I get a motion on that from someone?
I'll make the motion for handicap sidewalk access board, or up on 215 West Cumberland Street,
And for Fusting Concrete to do the work?
and Houston Concrete to do the work.
I'll second.
That all you need, Jill?
You have the amount?
And the amount of $3,400.
Is there a second?
Yeah, Mike.
Max
Okay,
did.
I thought he did, but.
I didn't hear you, Max said.
Alan?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
Justin's absent, and Tony.
Yes.
It will be done, Donna, as soon as they can get to it. I can't promise you anything there. Right, so, but it will be
At
done.
least I'm not getting empty promises.
Right,
You're closer than you were.
yeah.
You at least have a yes now, right?
Yeah, a lot closer.
Okay, does our attorney have anything to
I
say?
do not.
And we wanna thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Village clerk.
No, I can speak with the others.
Village treasurer.
Yep.
Superintendent of utilities. Chief of police is not here. Patty's not here. Aline, do you have anything?
I don't have anything.
Tony? Max?
Only thing real quickly, the new school playground equipment's in, scheduled for install on Monday.
Monday, good.
Monday.
Is that both places or were they start?
Sure.
About 2 days out.
April?
I would like to thank Mike Ryder for bearing with me because I'm completely clueless on some of this and he's been a big help to me, so. What'd he say?
So am I.
David, we're in trouble there.
Oh, no.
And I wanna thank everybody for coming to this special meeting. Really appreciate it. We got quite a bit accomplished. I learned a little bit about the ambulance and we gotta go with that. And I like the recommendation our attorney told us, go with the fire department, and I hope, Michael, if we can all work together on this and try to get something going.
Mike's like, I'm not having it.
No pressure, Michael.
No pressure at all, Michael. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion. Second.
It's always a fast one.
Yeah, I did hear that one.
Aline?
Yes.
April?
Yes.
Max?
Yes.
Sherry?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.